Hi, everybody. Welcome to Brooks Knows Baseball. 30 breakdowns in 30 days. Today's a little bittersweet day. Today's the 30th day in a row we've done a live stream. Not a live stream, a video stream. And we have released it, but today
Well, I'm
actually is.
alive.
Well, you're old, so you don't know what you're talking about technology-wise. John don't even believe in technology. But anyway,
I know. If you don't believe me, check my website out.
yeah. And we're on to the San Francisco Giants, which is the final team for us here. Looking at the Giants pretty quickly, they have a very, very storied history of players like Willie Mays, Mel Ott, Bobby Bonds, Madison Baumgartner, Willie McCovey, Juan Marichal. There's a lot of guys, and their history goes all the
Lou
way.
Brothers.
Yeah, the history. I don't name cheaters, so I'm not going to name one cheater who does not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, so he's not in. I'm not going to name him. 1883 for the New York Gothams. They won their first World Series in 1887.
Hey, don't go through all this history. We ain't got that kind of time.
Well, we'll just be quickly. How many World Series? So they got one World Series in 1888, 1889, 1905, 1921, 1922, 1933,
They were the Yankees.
1954. From 1954, they did not win again until 2010. Yeah, well, that's a hell of a drought. But then they won in 10, 12, and 14. Looking back since 2000, they made the playoffs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times in the last 22 seasons, They have not won a World Series since 2014. They have not made the playoffs since 2021, and that's the only season they made the playoffs since 2016 when they made the NLDS. Last year, they were just a 500 team. They might get better. Who knows? But 2021, they did win 107 games, which is pretty crazy to think about. But John, if you want to go ahead and talk about their acquisitions.
Yeah, they picked up Roberto Perez, good defensive catcher, can't hit a lick. Mitch Haniger, if he's healthy, he's all right. Conforto, if he's healthy, he could be good. Catcher / outfielder Blake Sobol. Sean Manaea, pitcher I like, seemed to good. Ross Stripling's good, and they got Taylor Rogers, so they got both the Roger twins on the team.
I don't know if it's a good thing getting Taylor.
They're identical twins. Which one's better looking than you?
I mean, I don't necessarily think any man's handsome. So,
well, I mean, you got to pick one.
What is wrong with you? If anything, I guess Taylor because of Minnesota connect.
Well, they're identical twins. Okay, all right. So let's go into the rotation. The rotation I have, the latest one, is Logan Webb, who is not a very old pitcher and is really good. I wish he'd have been in WBC. 15-9, 2.90 ERA. Then you got Alex Cobb, one of Jeremy's favorites. Sean Manaea.
Is it stupid? Wait, Alex Cobb. I want to mention one thing. Is that stupid foot thing? Where his foot just like hangs. I hate him.
Ross Stripling had a good year, went in Toronto, and Alex Wood, who had an off year last year. Him and Cobb had solid numbers. But anyway, so that's probably the rotation. Was closer? What do you got?
Closer, I'm seeing Camilo Duval.
Yeah, that's what I've seen here.
He's young, so that's good. He's one of the. I mean, their bullpen's older than dirt. They got 33-year-old, he'll be 31. Jacob Jonas, Scott Alexander can be 34. Taylor Rogers can be 33. John Baribia.
How old's the other Rogers going to be?
33. So they're going to be old. They're an old team. Offensively, they are. Brandon Crawford, he's a young guy. Mike Yazuz. I'm putting the layup, man. You can't do it from fever pitch. Come on.
Oh, no. Yeah, okay.
Mike Yastrzemski.
Former Norfolk Tide.
Yes, he was. But anyway, do you want to jump on into their...
Well, their bullpen, did you mention Brebbia? Got pitched in, league high 76 games out of the bullpen last year.
Pretty impressive.
Did you say Scott Alexander?
I did.
Okay, yeah, okay. So anyway, that's pretty much bullpen. But going to their catcher...
well, can I say something about him, too? I'm sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
He's a guy who's a perennial top prospect guy, never developed, and now he's 26. So, Joe Bart.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was going to say, he's basically a bust.
He is a bust. I wouldn't say basically a bust. He is a bust. He was supposed to be this all-world catcher. He's supposed to be not an Adley Rutschman type, but not far off from an Adley Rutschman type.
He can't hit. He struck out almost 40% of the time last year. I mean, it's one thing you got to get some pro- production. That's the word. Production.
Come on, Dad.
Yeah. He doesn't have it, man. 215, 39% strikeout rate. Holy crap. His defense is good though, and that guy we said they got Blake Sabal. He's a Rule 5 guy, so I haven't checked if he's going to make the team or not.
Mm.
But anyway, that's probably not with. Well, I don't know. Carlos Perez is going to be the backup, but then you get a first base. They lost your buddy Brandon Belt, and they got Lamont Wade. Is that who I'm
Yeah,
seeing?
Sam Lamont Wade, the
Okay,
29 year old.
Okay, Lamont can't hit. We know that.
He was barely a 200 guy last year.
Right? He hit a whopping 8 home runs. So, no, there's nothing there. Second base.
Tyro Estrada.
Yeah, wasn't he a high rated prospect?
Let's see. He's 27, so he's still young.
No, well, he passed that. But I thought
He hasn't played much in the spring training, so I don't know if that's a sign. I don't know if he's been some injuries or whatnot. He's a decent hitter. Last year, 140 games, he hit 260, which I think for second base is not. I mean, it's not great. You definitely want higher production if you could get it, but that's not so bad. And he did have 14 home runs, so mid-teen home runs. If he's a 260 hitter, mid-teens gives you solid defense, and he's got some base stealing ability. He stole 21 bases last year too.
Right. I'm getting, of course, short third base. David VR.
Yep.
He came up last year. He looked okay for a rookie. In a limited sample size. And then Crawford, Brandon Crawford's just a solid player. He's not going to hit 300.
He dropped a ton last year as far as the batting average goes, though, and his walk rate dropped. His strikeout rate went up a little. And strikeout rate's been about pretty even throughout his career.
Yeah, in 2021, he had an 895 OPS, so that's probably a fluke because it's bad again last year. But he did have knee problems last year.
He's like you said, he's a solid ball player.
He's a winner, man.
He's been there probably since
3 World Series.
Willie Mays, so
at least Willie McCovey, right?
Go to the outfield.
But then, what about they got VR, but then there's JD Davis that should play at third base too. So I think he started out in Houston originally, and then went to the Mets. I guess JD.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but and then like I said, who else I was saying? Well, I guess that'd be it. Let's see, someone else I was thinking about. Anyway, heck with it. Outfield, I got Conforto, Yastrzemski, and Haniger.
I'm a Conforto fan.
I like him a lot. Mets are stupid for getting rid of him. And then they got Jock Peterson at DH probably. Let's see here. I guess that's all. I'm looking at all my notes here real quick. Oh, that's who it was. Wilmer Flores. Well, he what?
I'm crying. Like Wilmer Flores when he got traded from the Mets.
Oh, yeah. He might be the third baseman instead of VR. I don't know. It's probably I don't know who. But the latest I heard, it was VR, and they don't even have our boy there, Flores, anywhere.
I see Flores more of a bench guy.
Do you know his brother's name?
Isn't Wilmer Flores too?
Yeah. Okay, just to make sure. All right, and then it's Jock Peterson kind of had a solid year, 23 homers, 274, but he's not getting punched in the outfield for a game. But anyway.
Yeah. Anyone else you want to touch on before we go ahead and move on?
No, I think they could be a solid team. I don't think they're winning the division or anything, but I think they can win 85 games.
I think I think that's exactly. I think that's what, without looking off the top of my head, I think that's what we have them winning. But looking at their prospect rankings here, they are, I believe, I'm searching for them. Give me 1 minute here. But looking at their top, I don't know where they're at. I can't find them. But their top prospects, take a look at them here really fast. They got
Kyle Harrison.
If you want to touch on any of their prospects, so I see where their farm system ranking is real fast here.
Okay, then Harrison's a left-handed pitcher, strikes out a bunch of people. He got up to AA, but he's a left-hander, throws in the upper 90s, hard slider. His control's a little iffy. Marco Luciano, shortstop. He was hurt last year, only played 65 games. Got plus power. Average range, so he'd probably get moved from shortstop. Vaughn Brown. He had amazing stats last year, but that was in low A and high A. Strength and speed. He may be something. See, when did they draft him? He wasn't a first round pick. So, but anyway, that's
Yeah,
the main guys I got.
they are bottom half of the league. They're ranked 17th in their prospect rankings, which is not a good trend because they were 11th at the preseason poll last year for Major League Baseball. So they dropped 6 spots, excuse me. So not very good. They only have two guys in the top 100: Kyle Harrison and Marco Luciano. Um, I I don't know. That's not a good sign when they fell that much. They looking at their roster as well, how it's constructed, and everything like that. I do think they need a good prospect base there because I feel like they will spend the money when it comes available. But
They tried to this year,
they tried it with Correa, the
and
first of three teams.
Aaron Judge.
That's right. That's right.
I
Looking
don't
at
understand why you wouldn't have played there. I've never been to San Francisco. I had one of my sons has said the stadium's amazing.
I
Says
tell
the
you why I
night.
wouldn't play there.
Why is that?
Nancy Pelosi.
Can't get into politics here now. Yeah, we can't do that because that's a whole new show. We're going to start a new podcast on that because some of the people would hate us if we tell them how we feel and who some people.
As far as record, anything want to touch for the Giants? I got the record projections here. Or do you want to talk about the Giants anymore?
Is Nancy going to throw the first pitch out this year? It's the only thing I want to know.
No, but she'll get her haircut when she's not supposed to.
Right, and her husband will get beat up. Okay.
By his lover.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah, looking at the Giants here, we have them finishing third at 86 and 76. So positive year. Unfortunately, not positive enough to make the playoffs. I just think that division, the Dodgers are too good and the Padres are too good. And their teams are going to find those wins. The Padres, I think, are far and away the best team in that division, arguably the best team in the National League. But what do you think, 86, 76? How do you feel about that? It's an improvement from last year.
Well,
and it's just missing out on the playoffs.
If Alex Wood bounces back and Sean Manaea pitches like he can, they might shock some people. That's all I'll say because you get Logan. Do you realize how good Logan Webb is?
Mm-hmm. I only haven't missed the playoffs by one game. So, one
that
game
could change because Alex Wood had off year and he's been better.
And one thing as well, I need to realize I have the Phillies making that final wild card spot, and they're getting hurt.
Speaking of that, Luis Severino got hurt for the Yankees. He's not going to start the season.
Yeah, I think Nasty Nesters are number 2 now.
Even
he got hurt. That's why he didn't play some WEC.
All right, then I guess. Oh, and their manager, I like their manager a lot. He's probably more fit than any player in the team.
Yeah.
Do you know his name?
Is it
Gabe Kapler? Who's Welcome Back Kotter?
Yeah, that's right. I knew it was a.
Was he the guy in Welcome Back Kotter?
I don't know.
No, it's Gabe Kaplan. Okay, never mind.
I don't know. Is that some old guy show or something? I don't know.
That's a great show. John Travolta. That's where everybody met him.
Yeah,
but anyway,
old guy show.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I had a thought, and I'll tell you off camera. But anyway, that wraps up our 30 breakdowns.
That's elder abuse.
No, it's not. It's a funny thing, but I don't want to say it here because we're still on YouTube, so not Rumble just yet, not exclusively. But we are on Rumble, by the way. So follow us on Rumble. We just put it there, so we are allowed to say things that like that thought just in my head. I could say it if we're exclusively on Rumble, which we're not. But we're still on YouTube, so give us a follow, give us a share, give us a like, comment, everything. This has been 30 breakdowns in 30 days. Pretty tough schedule. We did 30 days in a row. I mean, every day we haven't missed a day. Maybe some days we've uploaded them late, but we have not missed any days. So it's pretty impressive, I think. I'm pretty proud of that.
For rookies like us.
Yeah, production value maybe getting better, maybe it's getting worse. But if you look at our Baltimore Oriole video from the first one, we had 35 or 40 views. And we had a video last week that had over 120 views. So maybe the channel is growing, especially if you're here watching this right now and you're not subscribed to us.
Please like us.
Yeah, like it, share it, subscribe it, do whatever. Comment on it. Tell me how ugly I am. Tell me how much more handsome I am than John. Let me know about BF John. Ask me what BF John means. I'll tell you what BF John means. But, or you can guess, He knows what it means. But this has been 30 breakdowns.
I'm going to come down to Texas to see you. How about that?
Let's do it. But I do want to say one thing before we sign off. Opening day is just a few days away. Finally, the offseason is over. We don't have to talk about projections. We can start talking about actual stats. which Brooks knows baseball. I love talking baseball stats in high school science or math class. I would sit there and not pay attention. Probably should have, looking back at my grades in math class. But I would just sit there write baseball stats all day. I'd make up BS baseball stats and make them. I'd make fake players. I'd see if they could make the Hall of Fame. I'd do all kinds of stuff. But baseball stats is what really Brooks News Baseball is founded upon. We
Hey,
love
let
talking
me say,
baseball. Huh?
yeah. Speaking of that, let me say one thing. It's about baseball, and I was really happy to see this. You know, I'm a big baseball card collector, and baseball cards come into a local store here once a week. And I've already got my sets. I basically got 2 sets. So I try to keep sets of tops every year, and every week I go, they're sold out. I
Awesome.
mean, you can see where they
I
were.
think they're making a renaissance, man. It really feels
I
like it.
love it. I love it. That means the future's great, man. And I hope it's kids buying them too, not just old dudes like me.
And you didn't like the WBC, but I think that helped the game of baseball more than a lot of people realize.
Maybe it did, but when we don't bring our best guys, I can't like it. But that's another day. I'm ready.
Yeah, but again, we're not going to be doing every day anymore. We're going to be probably doing twice a week, maybe. We're going to test some things out, see how everything is going. But with that being said, thank you guys for tuning into this series. It's been a lot of work, a lot of hours put in here,
Yeah,
just to talk about baseball.
we don't, we just don't look at a magazine and quote out of it. I do research because Jeremy will call me and say, "You ready?" I said, "No, I got an hour into each team almost." I
Yep.
don't. I do research from different sources, watch TV, look up things, subscribe to different things. So and look it up. So we don't. You can fact check us too. I welcome you to.
Yeah. Well, again, anything you guys agree with, disagree with, let us know. And again, we started off doing 35-minute videos. We found out that's probably too long, so we made some adjustments, trying to keep it under 20 minutes. So some have been 14 minutes, some have been 20 minutes. I know this video is probably over 13 minutes, but we're just talking here, kind of closing out the series. But
17.
let's anything you guys want to say, let us know. We enjoy doing this. Baseball season, we're going to update the website a little bit more. Instagram's a little dead. I don't really know what to post on Instagram, honestly. That's why it's dead. So but John, if you want to say anything else, give us a sign off, close it out, make sure it's a good one, because it is our final one for Brooks Knows
Remember,
Baseball 30
like
Baseball's 30 days. Not our final one total, obviously. So pay attention. Twice a week at least, we're going to be uploading some videos. They are going to be longer than 14, 20 minutes
if
here.
you
So
subscribe, you'd know when they're coming out, right?
yes, you get turn the notification bell on too, so
There
you'll
you go.
get notified every time we upload a video.
And like we said, last thing, because we got to go. Comment, contact us, whatever. There, go on. You can get on our website and contact us. We'll answer you, and
Absolutely.
we can discuss things. Maybe we can have some guests on here. Who knows? All right.
Some singing, some dancing, some chatting with the guests.
And yeah, and eventually we may have some guests from real major league players.
Maybe I'm working on something. Who knows?
All right.
Stay tuned to find out. But give the sign off. Let us get out of here.
That's all for now, folks. We'll see you next time on Brooks Knows Baseball.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.